जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। Little delay because of the technical errors. Continue the Gospel. Sri Ramakrishna was having great fun with the young devotees. Now and then he glanced at M. He noticed that M sat in silence. The master said to Rambam, "You see, he is a little advanced in years and therefore somewhat serious. He sits quiet while the youngsters are making merry." M was then about 28 years old. Sri Ramakrishna is having great fun, all are enjoying. M has come there, the author, Mahendranath Gupta, and taking his seat, going down with total surrender, he is sitting and silently watching all things. All are having fun, he is seriously watching. Sri Ramakrishna gives the reason. As we advance in age, not that we become silent, our mind gets more and more involved in the world, more and more agitated, instead of becoming calm and pleasant. It becomes wild because of the lack of fulfillment, internal conflicts, external problems, all will be torturing man. Here, the silence of M is of different nature. The whole setup, he is not advanced in age, is one of the factors. He is not able to mix with the youngsters so easily because of the self-imposed restrictions. When these restrictions are removed, they become one with the, like child, he will be moving about with all freely. I have seen many monks of very high esteem who can build cities overnight, who are stalwarts in spiritual life, and they are so humble and free with everyone, we can't gauge them. Very difficult to understand. What is he? So simple. Because of the wisdom, knowledge. Again, the more we move towards divine, the more we see divine everywhere, we become more free, more oneness. So here, M has one duty to note everything carefully, watch everything, because he is undergoing like camera, recording is going on. He has to put in words everything. He is putting, you see, here about himself. M is sitting silently. He is aged about 28. He is putting his own autobiography in that, author himself. So, the Ramakrishna's comment here is breaking the restrictions that he has put on himself. It is not a general comment. It is a comment of purification. It is a comment that within few weeks you will see him freely mixing with others. See, the reason given, he is a little advanced in age. Reason is given just to break that. Because of the growth in age, he has put himself restriction. That restriction Sri Ramakrishna is removing by taking these words, giving these words. And this is how the loving and that person cannot perceive that he is being purified. The purification goes on, is a general comment. He is giving as if just a commentary over a thing happening. But all are enjoying it, understanding it. The enemies undergoing the transformation. Words of the Master. He is undergoing transformation. He will become so free, like a small child running about later on. Just because of these small things, he is breaking down all the restrictions that he has put on himself. What we call shackles. With shackles, we bind ourselves. Lajja, Grina, Bhai, all these Ashtapashas, 8 shackles we have put on, that Sri Ramakrishna is breaking through his just comment. The conversation drifted to Hanuman, whose picture hung on the wall of the Master's room. In Master's room there were a few photographs on the wall. One of them was of Hanuman. The conversation turned to Hanuman, whose picture hung on the wall of the Master's room. Sri Ramakrishna said, just imagine Hanuman's state of mind. He did not care for money, honor, creature comforts, or anything else. He longed only for God. When he was running away with the heavenly weapon that had been secreted in the crystal pillar, Mandodari began to tempt him with various fruits so that he might come down and drop the weapon. But he could not be tricked so easily. In reply to her persuasions, he sang this song. One song is there. Now, just imagine Hanuman's state of mind, his whole being. He did not care for anything of this world. He longed only for God. Sri Ramakrishna has come down to give a new path to the mankind by which they can overcome the poison of the era, the materialism, running after wealth, possessions, and physical enjoyments. So this poison is spreading so fast, like corona. Everyone is being caught by that. materialism. And then there must be an antidote, a vaccine to save the mankind. And for this age, it is Tyaga, renunciation, love of God. Seek God alone, seek the eternal. There is nothing in the momentary pleasures of the world which is going to give in return lot of bondage and suffering. So go towards God, go towards eternal. Leave all these things. Do your few duties of life, offer it to divine, because God has kept you in a particular place with particular duties and responsibilities. Do that lovingly as an offering to God and renounce all things, chase behind this world and begin the chase behind God. Now, Sri Ramakrishna is taking Hanuman as the example of his teaching. Some standard examples must be there for us to follow. Now we have Swami Vivekananda, a model for all people of all age. As a child, as a newborn baby, as a school-going boy, as a college student, as a sadhaka, as a disciple, as a guru, as a prophet, you see, he is always an icon, an exemplary. Each person, whatever be his age or life, profession or nationality or religion, has a message and has an ideal to get absorbed, live that life. Like that, now Hanuman is, Swami Vivekananda also wanted the worship of Hanuman. The main thing is in his life is Shakti, Bhakti, Jnana, wisdom, Viveka, Tyaga, celibacy. Most important thing is Brahmacharya. He is Brahmachari, is considered as Brahmachari and known for his Brahmacharya, an exemplary Brahmachari. So this Swamiji was very fond of Hanuman because of his celibacy and where all physical enjoyments are given up and joyfully he is at the feet of God. So excellence, human excellence, all human excellence you see in this Hanuman. And he is Chiranjeevi, one of the Chiranjeevis ever existing. So here, Sri Ramakrishna's, this one, the main thing he is highlighting is his renunciation of the world and worldly enjoyments and worldly prospects and seeking God. This is the main thing, teaching of Sri Ramakrishna for this present age. A man who is born as human to go from this world without realizing God, without attaining God, has no meaning. He has lived a life in vain, vyartha jivana. Sri Ramakrishna, he came to the world and went without anything. So this message is being exemplified here in the life of Hanuman. Wherever such things are there, you will see Sri Ramakrishna highlighted. The saints' life, from Puranas, from Vedas, wherever there is Tyaga, Bhakti, in Hanuman you can see the Shakti, Bhakti, Jnana, And bhakti means ecstatic love of God. Not ordinary bhakti wherein we are also bhaktas. Maximum we light a lamp, show some incense sticks, at the most do a worship, and finish off our unbroken thought of God, enshrining God in the heart, and his whole being entirely dedicated to Rama. If he opens his eyes, it is for Rama's sake. If he closes his eyes, it is for Rama's sake. If he scratches his body, it is for Rama's sake. If he eats, it is for Rama's sake. He has nothing to gain, nothing to lose, nothing to hold here, nothing to leave. The whole life, body and everything is offered to Sri Rama. And not as a fool. Having given everything to Rama, the Rama's orders, how he follows, how he uses his intelligence given by Rama. You can see him in the war and before war going to Lanka, and the whole thing, how he manages, how he talks to the enemies, supposed to be the enemies, Ravana and all. How he loves the Vibhishana there. How he gets the support and backing, all information. See, all this we will see, wisdom is there, jnana, viveka, vairagya, tyaga, bhakti, strength, shakti, everything. And total self-control and self-discipline. He is known for, especially known for self-discipline and self-control, Sanyama. One who is after Sanyama, usually we see in Hindu tradition, they worship Hanuman. The brahmachari, sadhus, renunciates, who has what we call human excellence has a few phases. Faith. Faith is supposed to be one of the topmost human excellence. Faith in, because of faith we renounce. Tyaga, renunciation. These are supreme ideals of human existence. To renounce everything for higher ideals, small, lower things. Love of God and love of humanity, love of all beings, love of nature. Love is one of the human excellences. Jnana, which is associated with viveka, not the jnana of the scientists, which make man involved in the world, waste his time, spend his life in vain. No. That jnana, which is going to make him evolve, that jnana. So this you see in Hanuman. So the Hanuman ideal is one of the supreme ideals of Hinduism. Swamiji loved it and adored as if he is a representation of Hanuman. The whole thing, because they are Naranarayana again appearing. Krishna and Arjuna, we have studied earlier, Rama and Hanuman, Ramakrishna and Vivekananda. The story is repeating. So we see here the same ideal is being represented here again. Service also. Serving the cause, an important expression. I serve a cause. I cannot serve the society directly. Then I serve a cause which is serving the society. What beautiful this one you see. So, Hanuman's life is serving the supreme cause of all causes. Serve Rama, you serve the whole world. Tasmin tushte jagat tushta. Because Rama is the ashraya for all the jivas who are following Satya and Dharma, who are on the path to evolution. There we find Hanuman is serving the cause of the God has come down in the form of Rama, serving Rama as servant. Except Rama here doesn't have anything. Totally given to Rama in his service, Always at the feet, sitting, to serve him, to see that he is safe. He is whatever he wants to be done, to do. Because serving the cause, yes, Rama has come down for the sake of all jivas, especially the humans, and serving him. He is serving every individual, every soul on this earth for whose sake Rama has incarnated. So it is called serving a cause. Here serving the supreme cause, the cause of all causes. That's what we see here in Hanuman. He longed only for God. So we can imbibe, we can take him as our ideal of life, whatever we can imbibe from his life, adopt, especially the pure love of God, which seeks nothing. Here you see, he never sought anything except God. Seeking God and not seeking anything from God. Pure love, offering pure love to God. And jnana. These things, small things, will be sufficient for us to transcend this nature and go. Wash down all our defects. If we may not be able to become Hanuman totally, even all the qualities also we may not be able to imbibe. But a few and a small quantity of it, like the love of God, sacrifice, tyaga, samarpana, a few things, but to the extent that we can take and make our life meaningful, purposeful, and which takes us to the total fulfillment. We will see tomorrow again. Niranjanam nityamanantarupam bhaktanukampa dhritavikraham Ishavataram parameshamidhyam tam Ramakrishnam shirasa